Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth and I am back again doing your February 2016 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Capricorn. And I am back using my regular Shadowscape deck. And as an update, just so you guys know, I appreciate your love and support. Even though I did decide to do my rentals on my sex and relationship videos. The update, I did do a separate video to kind of update, but I will talk about it again here. Basically, I am renting my sex and relationship videos from now on. I may also be renting my mid-month videos, because time is kind of constrained right now for me, and I've taken more and more on, and I feel like this is just the way forward. I will be keeping, just so you guys know, my general readings available to everyone in the world, like normal. The ones that I do around the first, second, or third of the month, every month. Okay, I do want to keep those available to everyone for now, into the foreseeable future, because I feel like it's important for me to kind of reach everyone with some of my videos. So at least some of my videos. So that's the plan. So that's, you know, I may just continue also keeping the mids free, but also I'm having a difficult time having enough time to record the mids. And it's been like this for a while now, actually, especially in February. February is such a short month, and I've got so much to do in that period of time. So this is one of the reasons why. The other thing is that YouTube has changed their monetization policy, where people can do YouTube Red. And YouTube Red has cut down my income via my videos by 75%. So that gave me an incentive to try something different, which is the rentals, and I feel like it's working really well. Obviously, the best thing, if you haven't had a reading with me, I definitely recommend a private reading. I feel like that's the best thing, because my videos are general. No matter what, they are general. So I definitely suggest getting scheduled and seeing what's in the cards for you. So let's see. The other thing too is, I'm going to lay out your spread while I'm talking here. The other thing too is, for those of you who are trying to schedule with me, my calendar page is just a calendar, okay? I have a website, oracledaphne.com. It is not, a place to schedule, okay? So you need to email me if you find a day or time that is available, that's showing on my calendar. Email me and say, hey, Elizabeth, are you still available up to such and such a time? That's the only way, because honestly, I don't go into my calendar enough to continue to monitor all the posts every single day. Is too much. I was telling people, I've got a zillion Twitter accounts, a zillion emails. It's just a lot. So ultimately, I am not able to really keep up with those posts, and I may not even see it till many days later, or even a week later. So make sure you're emailing me. And it's very simple to schedule with me. So, like, again, you just need to let me know a certain day and time that you want to get in, and I'll get you in. So, Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn. We're just going to lay out two other cards here. Hang on just a second. Okay, so I'm going to start with the position of what's coming in from the outside. So for those of you who are new, I don't necessarily start in the beginning of a Celtic cross spread. I'm starting in the future, probably most likely around mid-February. However, this is a card that actually colors the reading. So you have the Emperor in the position of what's coming in from the outside. So it may not apply actually time-wise. It may just apply in general to what's going on overall in February. And the Emperor is this energy of not being able to move forward. Not being able to move forward when you want it to happen. Okay, so you may want something to move forward. And it is linking up with the Six of Wands. So there may be some work thing, a work career thing that you want to move forward, and it's not going forward. Or it's not happening as fast as you want or when you want it to happen. You also may have your eye on somebody specific, because you also, I pulled a couple other cards and you have the Knight of Wands. You may be checking somebody out or having your eye on somebody, but you may not be able to actually move forward with them. I want to say yet, okay? For some reason, there's a delay. There's a holdup. You also have the Six of Wands, which can indicate a Virgo male. Okay, so Capricorn females, this is a Virgo male that you may not have met. You may already know. You may be in a relationship with a Virgo male. However, this is where either it's fated to happen that you meet this person, or it's fated that you don't go forward with this person. Okay. Again, it's forward, or at this time. I feel like because there's several males here, you got all the males. Everybody else didn't get a lot of male cards, which means that they're thinking there's other things that are going on. Capricorn, you have several male energies around you. One of them is the Six of Wands, which is usually a Virgo male. Okay, it can be you, because to me, you are climbing the mountain. So it can be you here, working ahead, trying to get ahead, trying to climb ahead, and it's fated to be where you actually get ahead. This is getting ahead, moving forward, winning. This is a victory card. Fated to be where it's winning. However, if you're in a relationship, and it's not has to do with your career, it's just a relationship, you've been in a relationship for some time with this Virgo person, then I don't feel like it's going to go forward. But if it's just you trying to get ahead, I feel like you will. I mean, this is the new job too. This is doing something new. This is the new opportunity, the new project, something new happening. It was fated to happen. It's sort of your destiny. But then, okay, so you have the Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Magician. These are guys. You can see they're guys, okay? Now, again, you could be working, climbing to the top of the mountain, and you see the Magician's a little bit higher than this guy. So to me, this all could be you, okay? There's three people here. So a lot of times the Magician is the Capricorn male. The Six of Wands usually is the Virgo male. However, it could be where you are working ahead. Now, the Knight of Wands, it can be you too. Somebody who has a lot of Leo in their chart, or fire energy in their chart. Can also be a Cancer or Scorpio dude, male or female, who's very aggressive, who's kind of reckless. This can be being a little bit reckless, wanting to move things ahead in a reckless way, not planning things out, not seeing ahead, not looking ahead, not looking far enough into the future. I feel like that's not you. I feel like, it could be, but I don't feel like so much. Not for everybody anyways. I feel like you have several male energies around you, which I feel like are options for relationships. Only one of them is going to go forward in something with you, okay? Because you have Ace of Cups, is feelings, having feelings for someone. And then you also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is happiness and good fortune, okay? Which is very, very promising financially, okay? So for those of you who are single, financially, you're not going to have to worry, okay? I feel like the outcome here is like for sure, okay? Guaranteed finances. But if you're trying to move forward in a relationship, I feel like either it's not moving forward, it's because it's not yet time, or you have several options and you kind of need to explore those options. It's so interesting because I was thinking about this I was in the shower yesterday or in the car. I don't remember. We're just thinking about how all Capricorn really wants is money in the bank to pay their bills, a good job, and a committed partner. That's really what they want. What the universe gives them is job after job after job after job, and then they finally break down and start their own business and become really successful. The universe gives them relationship after broken relationship after broken relationship, and then the universe finally gives them, after they waited half their lifetime for something real finally to happen, with someone, with like a soulmate. And they get married and have 10 children. So, this is what the universe, and then what they really want is enough money, but it's like they have to work so hard to get the money that they so are coveting, the security that they're so coveting, that they almost never feel secure enough. That's what the universe gives them. So this is the challenge for Capricorn. I want to say, Capricorn, the energy of the Emperor is someone you can't get around. The Capricorn, for those of you who are males, you may have also some Aries or some Taurus in your chart, which makes you really stubborn. Okay, you may be like on a scale from 1 to 10, being stubborn, you may be like a 10. Okay, I just feel like it's a time thing. It's not happening because it's not supposed to happen yet, or it's not happening because it's not supposed to happen at all. However, I feel like it's timing where, because you have all of these other things going on, you have these other elements. The Magician is working. The Six of Wands is working. The Nine of Wands is not planning far enough in the future. So in a way, these things have to happen where it's like you need to complete something, either a project or a work-related thing. There's something that you need to finish or that you need to do before you can move forward in a relationship. I want to say project, but it can also be, you may also need to just date some people too. Go out on a few dates, see what's in the field, you may have your sights set on a certain person, but it may not happen yet with that certain person, or it may not happen at all. And now this is where I recommend a private reading, because there's so many different people cards, and other YouTubers will say when you have so many people cards, it can represent a lot of different things. You may have like 4 sons, or 4 children, 2 of them may be girls, 2 of them may be guys, okay? I want to say there's male energy here, a lot of male energy. So you may have like 2 brothers or a brother, and your dad may be kind of like the strong head of the household kind of thing. Or you just may have a very strong father figure in your life. Again, you may have, 2 brothers and a sister or something like that. Too, also, there's just a strong family thing here going on too. You may be seeing your family in the future, in February at some point. I don't necessarily feel like it's bad. I think that because so many personalities coming together, it can be stressful, but I don't feel like this time around it will be. I feel like you're not going in, I feel like with the kind of I'm going to get you attitude, or I'm right, you're wrong attitude. I feel like you're going in with the sword down, because you do have this card crossing you. You're going in with the sword down. You don't want to fight. I don't feel like there's any fighting to be had here. I just don't. Someone may not be telling you the truth. You may have, again, you got some, you may have some Capricorn or some strong, you may ascendant or something in your chart, and either your brother, I want to say your brother, may have some Taurus, or also more Capricorn in their chart. This is a family that's very strong-willed. Okay, I want to say that. If you have a family there, a lot of different families, strong male energies, this is a strong family that's very strong-willed. They know who they are. They know what they're doing. They know where they're going. They're willing to fight for what they want. They're willing to put in hard work. I want to say this is a very hardworking family. You know, very much finance focus. How much is this going to cost? Is this going to cost us an arm and a leg? If not, we're not going to do it, kind of thing. How much are they going to pay you? Are they going to pay you what you're worth? Are you sure you're asking for what you want? Are you going for it? These are very strong male energies that are very successful. I want to say strong, successful male energies. So you may be, you know, you may have a lot of, you know, even if you don't have a lot of family, these may be deceased loved ones that are around you that are strong, that are influencing you in a strong way, too. And I got a little tingle on that, too. Strong male relatives, too. And it's so it's like there's not a lot of ladies here. There's a couple, but not a lot, okay? There's also a little bit of shade going on because the magician can be someone who's withholding. Like, okay, so Scorpio, for instance, doesn't tell, like, they withhold information rather than saying it, right? That's withholding. Capricorns withhold their feelings. Scorpios withhold the information. Capricorns withhold their feelings. So you never know what a Capricorn's really feeling. They might even not share what they're thinking. They may share what they're thinking, but they're certainly not going to tell you how they feel right up front. Okay? They're not going to just hit you over the head with it. Most likely not. Unless they have some other planet in their chart that's got like strong communication, like Aquarius or Libra or Gemini or something like that. Which is somebody who will tell you like it is, okay? You know, Scorpio will tell you like it is, but only the information that they want you to know, okay? Capricorn will may tell you, but it's not their emotions. Like, their emotions are really reserved. Like, they're just like, they're really like a rock when it comes to emotions. So there's this magician here that's linking up with the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is 3 women. This is also dating. This is also seeing where things go. There's an element of being social. Again, to me, this is very positive. I don't see this as being a negative thing, but it's interesting to me to see how these things kind of link up. So there's a strong family element, but there's also a strong social element. And amidst all of it, I feel like female Capricorns, I feel like you're in the center and you're just like, I need a break. I need to rest. I'm tired. You know, there may be a lot of people that are in your life that are trying to talk to you. You know, you may be doing something similar to what I do, or you just may be kind of on the front lines of, like, you know, doing something like in a call center or like a reception, or like doing something where there's people around, like a nurse or something, where there's people around you all the time. I want to say strong male energy, but it doesn't have to be. It could be strong female too, but I feel like it's more strong male, okay? Where you work around guys. You know, you may be doing something where there's a lot of guys. But you're tired. I feel like you're tired. You're in the beginning of February, you're really exhausted. Really, really tired. Because you do have the 10 of Swords in the recent past, which is, you know, overdoing it. This is the Holy Terror of Fear card. Holy Fear. It is Holy Fear. It's, you know, it's the Terror card. Holy Terror card of fear. Okay, being afraid of failure. This is, you know, not feeling loved and supported, feeling like your energy's drained out. And then the Four of Swords usually is not feeling well, getting sick because you've overdone it, putting too much effort and energy into something, and just needing to rest. Getting some R&R. Taking some R&R time would be good for you, Capricorn, beginning of February, because it's linking up with the 10 of Swords. Make sure you're working on your energy. Make sure you're not overdoing it. Make sure you are raising your vibration. Make sure you're cutting your cords. Make sure you are, I want to say, doing things with people that do love and support you. Don't put energy and effort into people that don't. You do have this Chariot as the foundation, which is success. And I forgot who else got this now. This is absolute success. This is good news. Things happening very quickly. I do like to see this. You do have the Hierophant, which is counseling. Some of you, it's talking with a lawyer. Some of it is waiting for someone to call you or waiting to have communication of some sort. Some of you, this is an engagement. This is a church, thing. This is like a church event, or this is, talking to a pastor, or talking to somebody who's like a psychic or medium, or somebody who's, older and wiser. This may be an aunt. This may be an uncle. This may be somebody who's close to you. Getting advice, okay? Needing to get a little bit of advice. So, okay, so I also put the Ace of Swords for what's coming in the outside. And the Ace of Swords is moving on from something negative. So if you do get into, but it's a positive thing, if you do see your family, or if you do deal with some of these male energies, I feel like you need to be strong, and you need to say, okay, this is how it is for me. I am not going to do this. I'm not willing to do that. I am whatever, okay? I'm not feeling it. This is moving away from any troubling times, too. This is moving on from something. This is moving on from any kind of family issues, squabbling. I don't feel like you're going to have that issue. This is moving away from that. Some of you may have had that in the past, but this is moving on from that. So again, I don't feel like these male energies or this family energy is negative for you. I feel like if you do see them, or if you do spend time with them, I feel like you're going to say things in a healthy way. I feel like you're going to express yourself in a healthy way, with the exception of you telling people how you feel. I don't feel like you're going to expose that. I feel like you're going to tell people what you think, not what you feel, but it's going to be done in a healthy way. And I feel like you are moving on. For some of you, it's moving on from these guys. Like if you've been in relationships with like several guys, or if you're dating several guys, this is making the decision which one you want. This is figuring out who you want to be with. And I feel like this is a good decision. I feel like you're going to make a good decision. Now, I don't like it when psychics are like, well, you're going to make the decision. And you're like, okay, well, but what if I don't? What if I pick the wrong person? I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like it's going to be a certain way at a certain time where it just happens naturally. I don't feel like you're going to have to be like, oh my God, which one do I choose? What do I do? No. I don't feel like that. I feel like it's just going to be where you make your mind up about something, and things kind of naturally resolve. The only thing that I see blocking you is the Ten of Swords, which is this recent past energy, which is being exhausted and drained out and not feeling supported or loved. And the Four of Swords connecting, which is that, again, needing to focus on your health, not feeling so good, taking time off, relaxing and resting. I feel like going into February, I don't feel like if you do take enough time off and you do get your rest, I feel like things are going to pick up. Everything's going to happen fast. Money may come in faster than you're expecting. Okay, you may actually meet a bunch of guys more than you were expecting, and you go on dates, and suddenly it's just like boom, boom, boom. You're dating them, you're going out, you're having a good time, and you're busy, you're social. You have the Three of Cups again, the social energy, needing to go out, needing to have fun. This is connecting. This is, having some girl time. Going out for a glass of wine, doing something that's not work. I feel like there's a lot of work cards. You are going to be focused very, very much on work in February, but I feel like it's all positive. I feel like you are going to get to the next level. I feel like there's going to be the next level where you're climbing. It's like you're climbing the ladder and you are getting ahead. You do have the Six of Swords in the position of your emotions, which is needing to get better sleep, sleeping better. You have two cards here about where there's two people, there's two sleep cards, which does irritate me when I say this, because you're like, Oracle Daphne, are you serious? You're talking about sleep right now? Sleep is important for Capricorns. Capricorns take on the whole world. They work like a slave, okay? They don't take enough time for themselves. Very rarely do they. They don't go out enough and have enough fun. They don't let their hair down enough. And they worry a lot. So you have peace of mind, which is the Four of Swords. Peace of mind. See all this worry and swirl around her head? This is where the swords cut that off. And she's free from all that worry. You know, she's resting and she's peaceful. This is wanting peace. And it's interesting, as I've gotten older, I feel like peace is something that we need to value more in our culture. We value more like this crazy social, like gotta be here, gotta do that, gotta show the world, blah, blah, blah. No, we need to focus more on the peace. Having peace of mind, being in that Zen state, knowing that we have everything we want, living a little bit simpler than maybe we've lived before. It's really important to do that. This is living simply, Capricorn, but being happy at the same time, simply and happy. And then the Six of Swords is the freedom from worry. You moved on from all of that worry and you are sleeping better at night. You're not having so much going around your head. It's very positive. So the Chariot is success in anything communication-wise. Good communication. Moving out of retrograde. Yes. Things moving ahead again. The phone ringing, you know, getting the emails, getting the, you know, the text messages, you know, communicating very well in a healthy way. You know, the only thing is I feel like because Emperor is in that hard position, if you are going through any kind of divorce or breakup, and I don't necessarily feel like this is how it is for you, but you may be, this is a person you cannot get around. You will not win with this person. I don't feel like you're going to fight with this person, though, for most of you. I feel like this is where the universe is in charge. Fate is coming in and saying, this is going to happen. Ready or not, this is going to happen at a certain time. You can't push forward. So don't try to push too far forward. Take a little bit like, okay, I'm just going to relax. It happens, it's going to happen. It's going to happen when it's going to happen, and let that go. I do feel like financially, you're going to be successful. Work-wise, you're going to be successful. If things come to an end, know that that's because it was fated to be that way. Know that, like, that was supposed to end. You weren't supposed to go forward, and that's okay, because what's coming next is all this positive stuff. I feel like the Emperor in this position is very, very challenging, because what we want the most sometimes we don't get when we want it, okay? So sometimes we're like, we really just want a new car. But the universe has other plans. So like, you'll get that new car after you get that new job and after you've moved twice. You know, it's written in, okay? It's written in the stars that you got to go through that first. And you're like, really? Are you serious? But really, by the time you look back, and I was talking about this in one of my other videos, in my journals, I keep these journals and I look back. By the time you look back, you'll understand why that was the timing. And it'll make more sense, you know? So like, if you don't go forward at this time with something, or if a relationship doesn't progress at this time, it's supposed to be that way for a reason. And acceptance is the hardest thing for Capricorn to do. Pushing forward is like the number one thing Capricorn does all the time. But I do want to say that because there's all these other positive cards around the Emperor, it kind of modifies this. It makes it like it's a softer energy. It's not so harsh. So I feel like it's fated to be a certain way, but I feel like you're gonna like it. I feel like you're actually gonna like moving into March. Going into March, I feel like you're going to be in a very healthy financial position. I feel like any changes that needed to happen have happened for the reason of support. I feel like you're going to put in a lot of hard work, but it's going to pay off too. So anything that you do in February, moving forward, don't push forward, but if you do move forward in any way, doing something new, know that it will pay off. All your hard work will pay off. I definitely feel that. You will be successful. No matter what, in February, you will be successful because you have success coming to you. And that's coloring everything. Good news about work. Good news about relationships. Good news about family. Good news about finances. The Chariot card is good news. So I feel like those things will happen. Now, again, Pushing forward will be your challenge. Do not push forward. Do not continue to try to do something if it's not working. If it's not working, stop. Rethink what you're doing. Take another approach. Take the creative approach. And later, you'll see, and if it doesn't happen when you want, don't be surprised if later it happens at a different time when you're not expecting it. Because that's the element of surprise. That's what the universe always does. And it is kind of a pain, but that's how the universe works. So, I'm going to leave off there. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, subscriptions, Google Plusing, sharing, being such really good fans and followers. I appreciate it so much. I am going to send you beautiful love and romance energy via these roses. This rose that I have here. I'm going to send that your way to you. And I'm going to send you big hugs. Big hugs. Big kisses. And I will be back again for more videos, so stay tuned. Thanks so much. Okay, take care. All the best. Bye.